Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Hope all are fine and all are safe. I'm Demya VR, your informatics practices teacher. So, first of all, I am congratulating each one of you for entering into your plus one classes. I think this is a new beginning in your life. Let's start our class today with our syllabus introduction. So all the best and let's start our class. Dear students, let's start with our syllabus discussion. As you all know, our subject is informatics practices. Its code number is 065. By using this subject or by studying this subject, you will know the components of the computer system. You can develop Python programs, explain what is data, database concepts, and emerging trends in information technology. So these are the learning outcomes. So by studying this paper or this subject, you know these things. There are 5 units in our subject. First is Introduction to Computer System. Second unit is Introduction to Python. Third unit is Data Handling using NumPy. Fourth unit is Database Concepts and the Structured Query Language. And fifth unit is Introduction to Emerging Trends. There are practical periods also. We can do while we start our classes, then we can do our practical portions. Now we can start our theory portions. So these are the marks distribution for each unit. So these 5 units we have to cover in this academic year. These are the unit wise syllabus. So first unit is Introduction to Computer System. By using this first unit, you can study what is a computer, what are the devices used in computers, what are the components, how computers are connected and different devices are connected into the computer, what are our input or output devices, and what is memory, primary memory, secondary memory, cache memory, like that. Then what is memory, read-only memory and random access memory. We can study these things. So first unit is the Introduction to Computer. You all know some matters about primary, secondary memory, input, output devices, etc. So we will revise that topics again in the first unit. And second unit is Introduction to Python. Python is a programming language. Nowadays, very popular. This Python programming language is very popular and it is very easy to compare with Java, C and C++. So how can we do programming in Python? What are the concepts used in Python? What are the elements inside Python language? These all are in second unit. That is basics of Python. Then how Python will run, Python interpreter and keywords, variables. What are the operators used in Python? How can we convert data in Python? What is list? What is dictionary? These all are in second unit. And third unit is data handling using NumPy. NumPy is a library in Python. You will study. So how can we import or how can we include data? How can we import NumPy module? That is the third module. In this we can do arithmetic operations by NumPy, slicing, iteration. Many topics are there in this third unit. And in fourth unit we are covering database concepts and structured query language, which is known as SQL. Database, how can we store data in not only in computer but also in while we are using internet, where is our data is located, for what purpose this database is used, what is SQL, and then what are the languages, different types of database languages like MySQL, MS Access. These all are how can we update data, how can we delete, how can we insert data. These all are in fifth unit and in fourth unit. And in fifth unit you will study the emerging trends in computer science like artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing, immersive experience like AR and VR, robotics, big data, internet of things, sensors, cloud computing. Many topics are there in emerging trends. You all know these emerging trends like artificial intelligence, how computers behaves like human. Computers are helping humans for different activities like weather forecasting, satellite communication, in hospitals, in operations also. These computers are helping humans by using this artificial intelligence and natural language processing. You are in your mobile phones, there are many applications while we are speaking in our language, and these languages are processed by our computer or mobile phones. Then VR and augmented reality and virtual reality, you all know what is virtual reality and augmented reality. These all topics. Cloud services means data are stored in cloud means while we are sending data to the internet, it will stored in cloud, like our clouds. From anywhere we can access data, so these are cloud computing. So in unit 5 you will study these emerging trends in computer science. So these all are the 5 units in our informatic practices subject. And there are some practical programs also. Problem normally it's in Python language and NumPy, and database operations also there. So you have to keep a practical file. There will be Viva. So this in while we are starting offline classes, we can do this. Now we can start our theory portions. In this there are NCRT is providing, our CBSE is providing one textbook for reference, that is NCRT Informatics Practices, and that is textbook for class 11, prescribed textbook by NCRT. You can download it from the NCRT website, and there are many other textbooks also written by other authors like Sumita Arora, Preeti Arora like, but CBSE prescribing this textbook, so we can follow this textbook and we can refer the other textbook of Preeti Arora and Sumita Arora. Okay, so let's start our class. Let's start our informatics practices. Let's hop a new beginning and let's start with an introduction. Thank you. Let's start. This is the prescribed text by CBSE, that is Informatics Practices textbook for class 11. So in this text, we already discussed 5 units are there in our syllabus. These 5 units are in these 8 chapters. So these 5 units are divided into 8 chapters. Computer system, emerging trends, overview of Python, working with list, understanding data, introduction to NumPy, database concepts, and introduction to structured query language. So there are 8 chapters in this book. We have to study these chapters. So let's start with our first chapter. Our chapter 1 is computer system. Before that, what is a computer? You all know, you are all are using computers and smartphones. So what is a computer? As the name implies, computer is a computing device. Computing device means it is used for some calculations. Sometimes it may be arithmetic operations or logical operations, as according to the applications it works. So computer is a computing device. By using this computer, we can get some output and we can provide some input. So what is an input? Input is the data supplied by the user. We can give input to the computer. Computer will process that inputs and perform some operations and we will get an output as result. So what is an input? You all heard the input devices like keyboard, mouse, etc. By using this device, we can give data to the computer. We can give any input. So the data supplied by the user is known as input. And we will get output from the computer by using output devices like printer, monitor, etc. So output is the result. We will get a result from the computer which is known as output. So in general, computer is an electronic device. It can perform many operations. By using this electronic device, we can give input and we can get output. So computer is programmed by some other, by we are using some chips, programmable chips in computer. So a computer is an electronic device that are programmed to accept data, and it will process that data and it will give a output to the user. A computer with this its resources may be hardware or software. What is a hardware? The parts of the computer which we can touch is known as hardware. For example, keyboard is a hardware device, mouse is a hardware device, printer is a hardware device. What is a software? A software, we cannot touch the software, but using this software only, we can perform some operations in our computer. For example, we all are using operating systems like Windows, Microsoft Windows, Linux, or Android, Macintosh. There are many operating systems are there. These operating systems are example for software. I am communicating with you with the use of an application. That application is also a software. So we cannot touch the software, but without that software, our computer is simply not it cannot perform any task. So software is the main component of a computer. So computer along with its software and hardware all together is called as computer system. Once again, computer is an electronic device. By using this device, a user can give input and gets output as a result. And computer along with hardware and software resources are known as computer system. A computer system mainly consists of these types of units. So we discussed input device like our keyboard or mouse. We are supplying input to the computer, and there will be an output from the computer. We are using monitor to get the output, or we are using printers to get the output. So we discussed these two parts. In between that, how the processing is done. We already told computer is a computing device in which processing is done. This processing is done by the CPU, Central Processing Unit. In your home, there are desktop computers in which you will find a box, which is always, we will tell it as CPU. It is a CPU box. Inside that, there will be a CPU chip. By using this CPU chip, which is known as microprocessor, by using this chip, the Intel's microprocessor are there commonly using, we are using Intel's microprocessors. So by using this processor, a computation takes place in the computer. So for this, we will use CPU. It consists of 3 units. They are arithmetic unit, control unit, and primary memory. Besides this, there are secondary storage devices are used, like our hard disk. Memory means our primary memory like RAM or ROM. Secondary storage devices like hard disk, CD. Nowadays, CD is not popular. Always using hard disk or memory card like that. These all are secondary storage devices. I will explain in the next class. Let's stop for now. Hope you will study well. Thank you. Have a nice day.